everyone. I am back on this beautiful summer day. Thanks for joining me here for our weekly market insight series directly from the Capital Markets Trading Desk at SunWest Mortgage Company. I've got news you don't want to miss, so let's get right to it. Wall Street has been riding hot so far this year as the major indexes hover around record highs. Wavering treasuries jumped after the release of June's inflation figures on Thursday. Data released this month has boosted hopes that a Federal Reserve rate cut could come sooner than later. Employment data released last week pointed towards a cooling labor market, while the CPI released showed a drop in inflation. According to the Bureau of Labor Statistics, U.S. consumer prices fell in June for the first time in more than 4 years. The Consumer Price Index, a broad measure of costs for goods and services, declined 0.1% monthly, helping to bring the annual rate of inflation to 3% from 3.3% in May. Economists had expected a 0.1% monthly increase and a 3.1% annual rate. Core CPI, which excludes food and energy, increased 0.1% monthly and 3.3% from a year ago, compared with respective forecasts for 0.2% and 3.4%. In his two-day testimony before Congress, Federal Reserve Chair Powell was careful not to provide a timeline for interest rate cuts, while indicating that the central bank sees policy as restrictive, but officials are still seeking more evidence of cooling inflation. He reiterated that even though he believes inflation is receding, he was not confident in its sustainability slowing toward the central bank's goal of 2%. He also warned that lowering interest rate cuts too little or too late could put the economy and the labor market at risk. The NFIB Small Business Optimism Index unexpectedly rose last month. The index reached its highest level of the year after a 91.5 reading, up from May's 90.5. Economists had expected the reading to decline 90.3. Inflation remained the top concern for owners, with 20% reporting it as the single most prominent issue. It was the 30th consecutive month in which the reading came below the historical average of 98. Wholesale inventories met estimates and had a solid increase in May. The Commerce Department Census Bureau indicated that inventories followed April's 0.2% gain by rising 0.6%. Wholesale sales were up 0.4% after rising 0.2% in April. Economists had forecast a 0.3% increase. At May's sales pace, it would take wholesalers 1.35 months to clear shelves, the same as in April. Recent upticks in mortgage rates have slowed demand, causing applications to fall. The MBA Market Composite Index decreased 0.2% on a seasonal adjusted level for the week ending July 5th. On an unadjusted basis, applications plummeted 20% from the week before. The REIT index fell for the fourth consecutive week. Refinance applications dropped 2% week to week, but were 28% higher than last year. Purchases surprisingly gained 1% from the previous week, but fell 13% when compared to the same week last year. Initial jobless claims decreased by 17,000 to 222,000 for the week ending July 6th. That came below the consensus estimate of 235,000 and was the lowest level since May 25th. Continuing jobless claims declined for the first time in 10 weeks. The total number of Americans collecting unemployment decreased by 4,000 to 1.85 million for the week ending June 29th. And that's the world news for this week. If you like this video, courtesy of our trading desk, please hit that like button and subscribe to stay locked in. Have an awesome weekend. Buffy out.